Hello, everybody. My name is Leslie Nunez. This is Intro to Sociology. Today, I'm going to be analyzing mass media and popular culture. So, the article slash magazine I'm going to be looking over is The Cut, which is an article, but the magazine is the New York Magazine. So, their target audience is typically women. They launched in 2018 just for fashion, but in 2012 they expanded to women's lives. In 2017 they expanded again to just lifestyle. They have a variety of topics in their magazine, intimate essays, skincare routines, different careers, etc. We'll be looking into more later in the presentation, but here's just a couple. So, content from their advertisement. So, they advertise a lot of style, self, culture, and power. How are they portrayed? So, they have a bunch of different articles about the topics I just mentioned. They also offer, within the New York Magazine, they offer a bunch of different articles like The Intelliger, The Cut, The Vulture, Curbed, Grub Street. These offer, I'm sure, a different topics, but I'm going to be focusing on The Cut today. So, what is trying to be portrayed about certain social groups. So mainly it's about women's lives. So I wanted to touch base on, I'm assuming, just race. Um, the message I got straight from their advertisement website. We create and cultivate inclusive, forward thinking conversations about the issues that matter most to you: politics, feminism, work, money, relationships, mental health, style, pop culture, parenting, and more. Wilson 2023. So there are a bunch of products sold within the magazines. Of course, subscribe to the magazine, start a trial, annual digital. Um, they also have a gift subscription. This touch base on exclusive event access, behind the scenes interviews, unlimited access to all the New York magazines. We also have buyback issues, which I didn't know what that was, but it's basically where you buy older magazines that are out of print. So these were typically the 2020 magazines that were most popular, which you can still find. So these are like back issues. Um, Also, current issue context. You can subscribe to all the updates on the latest issues, which is awesome. And then also we have the New York shop where you could just buy the merch and support the magazine. So right here we have the identify, define, and apply at least 5 sociological concepts from your textbook. So I wanted to go over these 5. Chapter 3, culture. Chapter 5, social influence. Chapter 4, self. Chapter 5, group. Chapter 6, define difference. So chapter 3, culture, to identify and define the entire way of life of a group of people that acts as a lens through which one views the world and that is passed from generation to the next. Chapter 5, Social Influence, Group Impact on Other Decisions. Chapter 4, Self, the individual's conscience reflects experience of a personal identity, separate and distinct from others. Chapter 5, Group, a collection of 2 or more people who share some attribute, identify with one another, and interact with each other. Chapter 6, Define difference, a behavioral trait, belief, or other characteristics that violates a social norm and causes a negative reaction. So I found these 4 images in their advertisements that I wanted to tie it back to the 5 sociological concepts I chose from our textbook. So for chapter 3, culture, it represented this picture right here in the middle of the 2 individuals. I got this image straight from the advertisement. magazine, if you look up the background of the New York Magazine and the cut, this is the picture that pops up. Um, it represents culture, beauty, women, pop culture, fashion. So that relates to chapter 3, culture. Chapter 5, social influence. This picture on your right, the most wonderful time of the year. So right now we're going into the holidays, so they're trying to, you know, trying to get people to buy products. So best Cyber Monday deals to shop right now. So social influence, best deals, shop for right now. So that's chapter 5, social influence. Chapter 4, self. It would be on our left-hand side, the monthly digital, annual digital, and print. Um, to subscribe to the magazine and look all these things that they offer. So it's the culture of the variety of articles they offer. So that represents chapter 4, self. Chapter 5, group. These 4 images are all pictures and they share some attributes and interact with each other in the advertisement. So these all 4 images are group for the advertisements. Lastly, chapter 6, defining difference, a behavior, trait, belief, or other characteristics that violates a social norm and causes a negative reaction. So it would be the picture right on the middle at the bottom. So that is once you type in the New York Magazine, the cut, it says about us, the layout, the format of the way they want their magazine to look like. So this could violate a social norm because obviously every magazine has their own layout and the advertisements they want to show. This isn't necessarily a negative reaction. I wouldn't assume that it would be a negative reaction to others, but it does violate social norm because everyone has their own way of representing their magazines and the layout they want. So these were 5 of the sociological concepts from the textbook that I wanted to touch base with the 4 other images from the advertisements. So hopefully they intertwine somehow. Lastly, I have my references, of course, the Wilson, the Cut New York magazine, where I got this information from. Of course, the textbook we are currently reading in the class. And then just a little bit more information about their advertisements I got from the third reference. So that was my presentation. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.